Hello viewers, my name is Frank Christian from Aga Khan University, a master's student specializing in early childhood development. Today we are going to learn something about the child's important development in early years. In this lesson we shall be looking at what is early childhood, the important development that occurs in early childhood, the effects of improper early childhood care, as well as how early childhood care is related to sustainable development. Early childhood is the period between the conception to 8 years, as many scholars have defined. And this period is said to be very important, for it draws a blueprint of a child's adult life. And the kind of care and nurture that is given to the child during these early years is very important, because it will determine whether this child will reach his or her full potential or not. So what are those important things, so important issues that happen in early years that makes it very sensitive period in human life? First of all, there is rapid brain development during early years, and this is mostly influenced by genetic code as well as the relationship between the child and the caregiver. And this is neural connection. As you can see in this diagram, neurons connect rapidly during early years, and these neural connection determines even the intelligence of a child later in the future. Another thing is social behavior development. When we see people with antisocial behavior in our communities, we can tell the kind of life they had in the early years. Also, the intelligence and capacity to learn and nurture oneself as an adult is actually cultivated during early years. What are the effects of improper early childhood care? One of them is brain disorders. A child can actually get brain disorders. For example, when a child is highly neglected or extremely neglected, you can see even the brain. This is a 3-year-old child brain. This one is normal, and this one has been exposed to extreme neglect. This one who is exposed to extreme neglect, the brain size is small. As you can see, even the cortex, which is responsible for reasoning and senses, is deformed and it has got some gaps, while this one the brain is bigger, with normal size as well as no spaces. Also, risks associated with poverty, such as malnutrition during early years, can lead to developmental delays. Now, when we speak of developmental delays, we mean things like when a child is supposed to walk, they don't walk at the right time, or they don't actually develop speech at the right time, and other issues related to development of a child. It can cause an unstable future of a child. You might find some children lack confidence. They are violent. Now, we only look at how adult people are, but we don't consider how they were raised. So, also poverty in the country. When a person is not nurtured well, the expenditure that we will spend on treating these people or individuals who suffer from different diseases might increase. So it will cause poverty in the country. Now, what is the relationship between early childhood care and sustainable development? First of all, early childhood care is an effective strategy for alleviating poverty, which is number one in the sustainable development goals. It is also a good strategy to alleviate hunger, because when children are well nurtured, given nutritional supplements, they stimulate growth and we end hunger. It's also ensure lifelong learning because children's brain develops well, so they are able to learn well and progress in other levels. But lastly, we can achieve gender equality because they learn to appreciate diversity within their communities. And lastly, it promotes peace in our societies. By concluding, if we need a better world, and if we need development in our countries, and if we need great people in our nations, then we should start with the young children. So, until next time, thank you.